Welcome to Renewing Your Mind, where we explore the timeless wisdom of Florence Scovel Shinn's classic book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. I'm Alexis, and in this series, we'll dive deep into the principles that can transform your life. Florence's teachings are all about harnessing the power of your thoughts and words to create a life of abundance, success, and joy. Whether you're looking to improve your career, relationships, or overall well being, her insights provide you with ideas that'll help you achieve your dreams. Join me as we uncover practical strategies and inspiring stories that show just how powerful your mind can be. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any episodes. Now let's jump into renewing our minds together. Chapter 1 is entitled The Game, and it's here that Florence lays down the foundation of what life is. Life is all about giving and receiving. It's a huge game, and whatever a person sows, that's exactly what that person will reap. And that simply means that whatever you send out in your word, your thoughts, your deeds will be the same thing that comes back to you. So Florence goes into explaining the three departments of the mind. We have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the superconscious mind. Now, the conscious mind is connected to our five physical senses, and this part of the mind sees life as it appears to be. Your subconscious mind is your power center, but this part of the mind has absolutely no direction on its own. And then we have our superconscious mind. This is the part of a person that is connected to Source, God, the creator of all that is. And it's here that each individual will find their own divine blueprint, or as Florence calls it, divine design. And so our imagination is what's most important for us to pay attention to throughout the course of a day, because whatever we're imagining, whatever we're thinking about for the majority of the time, is what ends up getting impressed upon our subconscious mind. Now, Florence does point out a scripture in the Christian Bible in Proverbs 4:23 that says, "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." And that word heart is translated as well as imagination. And it again points out how important it is for a person to monitor what it is that they're thinking about on a day to day basis, because that is what's materializing in all of our 3D realities. So, science says that a person thinks about 60,000 thoughts a day, and most of those thoughts are the same ones that they thought yesterday. And so, what happens is we continuously think these thoughts and in our conscious mind, and they're being impressed upon our subconscious, similar to that of a 3D printer, where the 3D printer is only going to be able to print whatever the system tells it to print. So, whatever software operating system that you plug in the blueprint, it feeds it to the printer, and then the printer will produce it in a 3D reality. That's exactly how our mind works. And so, in this entire first chapter, Florence is given advice on how to monitor what's happening in your mind space. She also points out that the subconscious mind actually has no sense of humor. And what that means is people often joke themselves into unhappy experiences because they're just saying things that are cliche, or just phrases that, people say, like, "Oh, you make me sick," or "Oh, you're getting on my nerves," or anything like that. And as you continuously say this over and over again, those things are being impressed upon your subconscious mind, which has no sense of humor. She goes on to give the example that a woman who had a great deal of money joked continually about getting ready for the poorhouse. And in a few years, she was almost destitute, having impressed her subconscious mind with the picture of lack and limitation. So it's really important to monitor what we're thinking, what we're saying, because those are also producing our actions in our day to day lives and, again, producing our realities. She also points out the objective of the game of life is to see clearly one's good and to completely eliminate all mental pictures of evil, aka misalignment. So it's really important for us to make sure that our days aren't filled with thinking of the things that we don't want, but we want to think of the things that we do want. Because the same way that the unwanted situations will materialize in our 3D realm, so will the wanted, desired situations if that's where we keep our focus and keep our mind. So, again, the whole first chapter is really just encouraging each and every one of us to pay attention to what it is that we're thinking, because that is creating what we see out here in our 3D reality. So be sure to tune in for chapter 2 summary.